So right now we're in the midst of just kind of in reference to what's going on in the parish and the culture that we're facing. We're kind of just kind of playing it by ear as we move along. I'm waiting for the bishops to kind of make some decisions about how do we proceed with liturgy for the Holy Week and Easter and all that stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how we proceed with that. And then we're at this point, Deacon Tom's heading up a committee of folks to make some phone calls and see where we can reach out to those in need. So they definitely miss you all. It's kind of weird not being there. It's empty church, and how we're struggling with that. It's a very quote unquote lonely place. I'm getting tired of just spending time with Viet and Father Jorge. Staff's doing well. They're working. Some of them are working from home. Some of them come into the office during the week just to catch up on some paperwork that needs to be done in the office. If you want to help, you can just send us an email to someone in the office, and we'll forward it to the correct folks. Anybody in the office will help out. Public masses, I don't know. I'm still waiting for some bishops to make some decisions about what's happening. As far as the elect coming into the church, I don't know what we're going to do with that either. Again, I'm waiting for some decisions to be made about that and how we can perhaps celebrate Holy Week even with a small group. I just don't know how that's going to work. Right now, we're looking at doing drive-through palm distribution on Palm Sunday. So we'll see how that continues and grows, or is a go once we hear back from the decision makers. But most likely we're not going to have Palm Sunday or most likely Easter Sunday either in the church. But I'm still waiting for that. I'm in a waiting game. But it's been pretty neat to see the church. I mentioned at Mass tonight. It's been pretty cool to see folks that are doing amazing things. I'm getting pictures of families who are setting up altars and all kinds of things in their house that perhaps didn't do that before. That are doing things that perhaps they would have looked at before. So it's been pretty neat to see. And Heidi, I mentioned earlier that we're going to do probably drive-through palms. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, we're also looking at doing something perhaps on Easter, but we're trying to figure that out. So we're trying to do as much as we can to engage people. We might do more of these online sessions. We got trivia night coming tomorrow night. Rob and Viet have that. They're all excited about what that looks like. We got some gifts and prizes for folks to strut their stuff on the trivia experience. The clergy are still allowed to go to the hospital. Someone's asking. We are able to go, but it's not a regular visitation. It's really for more difficult situations. What was the other thing I just saw pass back? Confessions are being heard in the parking lot, and that's working out pretty well, actually. People are driving up, even in some of our larger families are driving up and confessing their sins, and one at a time, and then they move on. And so it's been pretty cool. It's also been neat to see. We have like hundreds, if not at times, sometimes thousands of people watching daily mass, high numbers in the hundreds. Robbie, I don't know if you saw, our seminarian from last year has been called to orders for diaconate. So that's a scary thought, actually. He's been called to orders for diaconate in May. Masks, I'm not sure about masks, but I'm not sure that we need masks quite yet. Confessions are on Wednesday and on Saturday. So Wednesday at 5:30, and then the Saturday from 3:30 to 4:30. There's even times if you want to make them for make appointments. We're just doing most of our meetings outside underneath the portico. Yeah, trivia night's gonna offer, I guess, some toilet paper as prizes. So that's a big opportunity for people to perhaps stock up on something they're lacking. My bourbon supply is doing okay, but I'm always open to additional help with that. But yeah, things are going well. It's been pretty neat to see, like I said, people that are responding in all kinds of ways and trying our best to. So someone's asking for clarification on. So Robbie's been called to the order of diaconate. That's the step before priesthood. So that'll be in May. May not be public. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But by then we'll have a new archbishop and Gregory Hartmeyer. So he'll be ordaining him. We can't do confessions with any device that would hinder face-to-face or. Well, my favorite bourbon is Woodford, but I'll drink much of anything, sadly. So how are you guys handling this? I mean, I'm still out and about, obviously doing things that need to be done, but is there other folks that are doing things that are unique or different? Or someone asked about masses outside. Again, I'm waiting for the bishops to make their decision about what they're willing to do, and what is going to be okay for. What's the permission? My days consist of obviously answering a bunch of emails and responding to the needs and celebrating masses and other opportunities that we have here in confessions. Not doing much visiting, obviously, but we're the St. Vincent de Paul Pantry. Actually, we're going to be having a drive. I think Rob can put out maybe something at the end of this session about that and what the needs are and opportunities for that to be promoted for drop off and food and supplies for the St. Vincent de Paul Pantry. I would assume for some people, business is going as normal, so to speak. For others, it's been interrupted as far as kids at home and other folks that are, some Connect groups are meeting via Zoom, which is an online way to connect with folks. We had a bear hunt. Well, actually, there are bears in our neighborhood, so be careful. Deacon Nick is asking for 4 roses. So anybody send Deacon Nick 4 roses, he'll greatly appreciate it. I'm sure he'll be happy to receive 4 roses. We haven't had any funerals yet. We got some weddings that are coming up. So Mass is this coming weekend. Some people are asking about that. There's also questions about Alpha. We're trying to figure out how to set up Alpha on smaller groups using efforts like Zoom or online connections. So that's in works. The Alpha committee is working on that. Mass is this weekend. Some people have asked why we don't have Mass on Sunday. We're trying to consolidate some folks working together so that we're not spreading people too thin. So we're having masses on Saturday so that people can begin to watch those or partake in those masses on Saturday throughout Sunday. You can always drop off stuff at the church. The doors won't be open. Get him yellow roses, 4 yellow roses. We're trying to consolidate workloads so that people aren't here 7 days a week. We have a great team that's continuing to put on things. We've been watching things online from other parishes, and I think we're really doing very, very well with our stuff that we're presenting and putting out. We're continuing to move forward with stuff best way possible. 4 Roses is a whiskey, but Deacon Nick didn't ask for bourbon. He asked for 4 Roses. So just give him 4 Roses. Yes, if someone stole toilet paper, they have to go to confession. And we just post on the comment section the St. Vincent de Paul needs and the website for that information. Thanks for your support. It's been pretty neat to hear people's support and appreciation of what we're trying to do. And thank God we have all this stuff that was kind of in place already, so we didn't have to really invent anything. There's a lot of parishes that are trying to create all this stuff in place, and we had just really to plug it in, and which was a godsend for us. Otherwise, we would have been scrambling too. So thank God we put this stuff in place. It's good to see you all. This is my first Facebook Live experience. I've done tons of Zoom meetings with the Archdiocese and various committees that I'm on with them and with our staff. So it's my first Facebook Live experience. We have over 200 people on that are watching and participating. So we'll continue with the 9 masses during the week. We have 9 masses celebrated Monday through Friday. None on Saturday except the first Saturday, which will be coming up in a week or so. I do have if you want to watch Netflix, there was a good series called Self-Made. If you would want to watch that series, it would be, it's a worthwhile series to watch on Netflix. I believe it's on Netflix. So again, thanks for your support and love, and also thanks for the prayers. I have truly felt the prayers in the community, and it's great to see the opportunities that are arising in the midst of difficulty and not so much easy situations for anybody. We'll continue to reach out to folks and see how we're doing and how they're doing and how we can best respond. And I know many people have already offered to help, and we're doing, be able to offer those opportunities. We bought food before all this came about. So we have food in the freezer so that in case we need to cook food or add food, cook for some folks and deliver food, we have that available. We haven't really had that request yet, and I want to make sure that we're not just cooking food just to cook it, but we're actually having people in need to receive it and it doesn't get thrown away. So we'll see how that the need continues to grow. I tried my Spanish. Oh, someone's complaining about my Spanish. Someone recommended the Netflix, The Messiah. Only recommend movies that are actually clean for families. Please don't. And there should be no cheating on the trivia. That should all be on the up and up. But confessions are available Saturday after. The collections have gone down, obviously, in the parish. Our normal collections between 45 and 50 on a weekend. The weekend that we had partial visitors, we had 38,000, and this past weekend was 20. So our collections have definitely gone down. We have money in savings to offer that opportunity. There's online giving. There's people that have been mailing in their envelopes. So we're trying to encourage people. We also know that people are hurting. So we're trying our best to understand where folks are at and what the situation is. Yeah, there's no fire in the house because it's too hot in here already. So I'm sorry there's no fireplace. And plus, Via didn't get me any, he didn't obtain any firewood for the fireplace. We do have a fireplace, but it's kind of dark over there. A live rosary for our community. I'm not sure what you mean by live rosary. So we're doing the rosary during the week and offering that opportunity. But as far as live, I don't know, we haven't, I guess we can probably look into that, but it's being broadcast and done live when we tape it. Yeah, Caitlin, there's a way to pay online. You can go to our website. There's also a text to give. Rob can probably put that up, information available that we have for text to give. I'm doing great. It's just an odd time to celebrate Mass with 3 people in the room, the 3 essential folks that are in the room. But it's just odd. And the concern that I'm dealing with is where is it coming next? I'm always open to receiving food at the rectory. I'd be happy to do that. You can put envelopes in the mailbox outside the church. You can do that. The Netflix movie was self-made. It was not a movie, it's a series actually. It's a 4-part series. I thought it was very good, very well done. It might not be for kids, but definitely a good TV show. I believe the rosary is being done on Thursday. I'll have to check with Viet on that. He's very busy, but he's leading the rosary. He's very busy. I don't know what he's doing, but he's very busy. I really appreciate everyone logging in to check out the live opportunities that we have and the taped. I think it's been very good it's been interesting to see how many people are actually going to daily Mass online, which we never had that before. We obviously never had that many folks logging in. So I'm hoping that everyone continues to practice their faith and live that out and be able to. I'm always open to food. Oh, sadly, most of you have seen me. I'm always open to eating food. We used to go out more often. Obviously, we're not doing that. We did a Costco run last week, which was an interesting experience. Viet and I went. So, again, we haven't made any plans for Holy Week at all. We're still, like I said, I'm still waiting for the bishops to make their decisions and give us some guidance about what is okay. I don't want to plan anything and then turn around and have to cancel something or make changes. Our live stuff, a lot of people at my family's actually had been watching some of our live stuff from Michigan and Colorado. So if there's opportunities that you want to share our information, people are more than welcome to log on and watch our stuff beyond Flowery Branch. There's also the chapel. I've left the chapel open 24/7 for people who want to come and pray. One of the difficulties is that some people feel that the only way to come and pray in the chapel is to have the Blessed Sacrament exposed, but I didn't want to have the Blessed Sacrament exposed because I didn't want to have the people obligated to come and spend time in the chapel. But the chapel's open to be able to come and pray in the chapel. The Blessed Sacrament's in the tabernacle. So you can still come day or night to be able to connect with the Lord if you want some peace and quiet, just to come. There's hand sanitizer and wipes in there, so in case you need to Father Jack is here from St. Benedict. He's doing some online things at St. Benedict as well. So he's been a busy priest as well the last few weeks. Like I said, so there's awesome ways. We also put up the library of information on our website, so you can go online and check out what we have as far as links to online material. So those are still available. There might different ways to pray. But I'd miss you all too. I definitely I missed connecting with folks, just saying hello to people, even. Without some type of an electronic barrier between us. A musical and worship part of my Fireside Chat. I was going to have Viet sing, but he auditioned earlier and he did not make the cuts for the audition, so we cut him. Father Jax has afternoon chats on Instagram Live every afternoon at 3. He's also doing noon mass every day. Drop off the food. As far as the food for the rectory, you can drop it off at the office, or you can, but just send me an email, let us know. The food for the food pantry, I think there's a link for that information, and you can, and I think that was put up earlier on the comment section. You can check those, check that information about where the logistics for the drop off of the food. Be happy to. I think we're getting ready to close out. Is there any other burning questions that need to be no, Via cannot sing. Not at all. It's kind of scary. Confessions are in the parking lot on Wednesday and Saturday. And so that's 5:30 on Wednesday and Saturday at 3:30. All right, and people just stay in their cars, and then we drive up. What am I eating tonight? I'm having probably an empanada, frozen empanada from Costco. It's probably the exciting thing that I'm going to put in the microonda, the microwave. So again, thanks for your time. We'll look at advertising some more opportunities like this next week. We're going to do something. Rob had something set up to kind of do like an interactive. Favorite bourbon is Woodford or yeah. Again, thanks again, and we'll probably look at doing some other opportunities to connect. Other movies, I don't think right off the top of my head. I don't know if I have my movie list in front of me. But again, thanks for your prayers. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your encouragement. Continue to pray for the health of the church and this community. And we'll keep you all in prayers as well. The Lord be with you. And may Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Have a great night, and God bless. Bye-bye.